This world is like a sandcastle. It's like the cremation ground. This world is made of ash. And your car, your wife, your husband, everything soon will be reduced to dust. This is simply the forms of Panch Mahabhuts, the 5 material elements. But the souls, they are moving. So come with me now to Navadvip Dham in Bengal in India. And on the eastern side of Rudradvip, one island there, Rudradvip, there's a place called Balpur. And the ancient name of Balpur is Bilva Paksha, because Shiva's worshipped with Bilva, bell leaf. So a long time ago, there was a group of ascetic brahmanas in Rudradvip doing tapas. And they were worshipping the Shiva with the bow leaf. And only for 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, Shiva appeared. Times were a bit easier then. So Shiva appeared to these ascetic brahmanas, and he said, oh, these brahmanas were very intelligent, because you can go to the different forms of God and you say, oh, give me wife, give me money, give me Shakti, give me power, give me a long life, let my son pass his grades, all these sorts of things, you know. But these brahmanas were intelligent, because they said to Shiva, oh, Shivji, Mahadev, please give us the benediction of whatever you think is the most auspicious, beneficial thing. So instead of going through Shiva like businessmen, oh, what can you do for me? They're asking Shivji, what do you think is the best thing? This is intelligence. Try to learn from these brahmanas. So then Shivji said, the most auspicious thing is halava. No, he didn't say that. Money. No, he didn't say that. A fast car. No. The most auspicious, beneficial thing is service to Bhagavan, Krishna. Devotion to Krishna. Shiva's own words. So, these brahmanas, they were very pleased to hear these words of Mahadev. And Mahadev said, oh, in the future, this Navadvip Dham will become very famous. And I give you the benediction, you'll be reborn here. And the Supreme Lord will appear in this Navadvip Dham. And he will open one school. And you'll be students in his school. But there was one brahmana in particular that Shiva said, psst, I want to talk with you privately. So he took him to the side and he was speaking with this brahmana privately. And he said to this brahmana, oh, if you walk through the village, there's a grove of bel trees. And if you go into this grove, there's a platform. And on this platform, in this grove, the 4 Kumaras are there. These are 4 celestial sages, Manasputra, born from the mind of Lord Brahma. They're the oldest rishis. And they eternally have the form of 5-year-olds. Because when you're young, mind's more carefree. But when you get older, you got to pay tax, and then wife, husband, daughter, you got to pay the rent and petrol price, and so life gets complicated, yeah? So they're just keeping it simple. They are so wise, but they have the form eternally of 5-year-old boys, these 4 brothers. So you should go there and you should get instruction from them. So this brahmana, he went there, and his name was Nimbaditya. Nimbaditya, the founder of the, which sampradaya? Anyone know?
Is it Nimbaka?
Nimbaka sampradaya. So when he arrived there, the four Kumaras, they were in samadhi and meditation. But this Nimbaditya, he started to chant, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then the four Kumaras came out of trance. And when they saw a Vaishnava there, they were so happy. And each one of them went up to Nimbaditya and they embraced him. And they gave some instruction to Nimbaditya. All this is coming from the blessings of Mahadev. So the four Kumaras said to him, Kali Yuga is coming. And Kali Yuga is here. But there'll be 4 great personalities will appear in this world. And through these great personalities, the pure current of transcendence will come. So one will be Vishnu Swami, who will be accepted by Lord Shiva and be the founder of the Rudra Sampradaya. One will be accepted by Lakshmi Devi, and he will be the founder, that will be Ramanuja Acharya, founder of Sri Sampradaya. One will be accepted by Lord Brahma. Who's that? Madhavacharya. And the 4th person to be accepted will be you, Nimbaditya, and you'll be the founder, propagated by us, the 4 Kumaras, Nimbaka Sampradaya. And so you should go around and you should teach Dvaita Advaitavad. Actually, he received this instruction a little bit later. So then the 4 Kumaras, they said, you should go and take bath in the Ganga, and then we'll give you initiation. So off he went to the Ganga, took bath, came back, received initiation, and Sanat Kumar gave him instruction how to do bhajan, how to do Raganuga Bhakti to Radha and Krishna. So he was doing bhajan in this Rudradweep. And then after some time, he had darshan of Radha and Krishna. And so beautiful Krishna, Shama Sundar, like a rain cloud. And then beautiful gold complexion, Radharani. But then something amazing happened. Radha and Krishna, they merged into one form. And Nimbaditya was in ecstasy. His hairs were on end. And he was thinking, I've never seen this. I've never even heard of one form of Radha and Krishna. What is this? So then, that one form appeared in front of Nimbaditya externally and began to instruct him. And he said, you should teach this Dvaita Advaitavad, that the reality is one, but it has variety. Because formerly the four Sanat Kumar had said, he had shared their own life history, that the 4 Kumaras, they were impersonalists. They were worshipping Brahman, the unending light of the divine. The divine is just emptiness. It's just all-pervading light. It's just energy. So the 4 Kumaras were like this. And maybe you know the history. They went to the gates of the spiritual world and they weren't allowed in. And some quarrel ensued. And then Jai and Vijay came to the material world, or one aspect of them took 3 births, Ravana, Shishupal, etc., Kumbhakarna. We won't go into that. But when they were having the argument at the gate of the spiritual world, the Supreme Lord of Vaikuntha appeared there, the Supreme Lord Bhagavan. And these 4 impersonalists, their minds were always peaceful. Their senses were completely under control. But when the Supreme Lord came there, they were always meditating on Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahma. But when the Supreme Lord came there, the fragrance from the lotus feet of the Lord mixed with the fragrance of the Tulsi Manjaris from the garland of the Supreme Lord and entered the nostrils of the 4 Kumaras when they were giving pranams. And although their minds were always peaceful, always controlled, when that fragrance of the Supreme Lord entered their nostrils, their minds became perturbed and very disturbed. And they were thinking, what is this? because Krishna will make you mad. So then they gave up this empty, dry worship of the formless light, and they became worshippers of the supremely beautiful form of the personality of reality. God has a form. Sometimes we're thinking God has no form because we are trying to subordinate the supreme reality through our limited material intelligence, and we think, oh, every form that I know is limited, so therefore God is unlimited, so he must be energy. But God is Satchidananda Vigraha. He is not limited by our material intelligence. So he has a form that is condensed knowledge, eternity, and bliss. So when the four Kumaras saw that in front of their own eyes, they became devotees of that Supreme Lord. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was instructing Nimbaditya. In the future, I will come, and you will also take birth during that time. And I will take the essence of the four sampradayas, and I will take two things from each of them, and I will synthesize them and give the complete theology, the complete essence of all of the Vedas. So one thing he took was we should have pure devotion to the Supreme Lord, not eclipsed by karma or gyan, any reward-seeking activity. It's okay in the beginning, but ultimately the heart should be purified enough. Don't try to be a businessman with the Supreme Lord. Don't try to ask for power, because if you're asking for power, you're like Ravana. And what happened to Ravana? Shivji burned him down. He was killed by Lord Ram. So this doesn't please the Lord. Durvasa Muni, this form of Shiva, sometimes if you go to a beach in, say, America, very busy beach, Miami or something, there's a plane overhead on the beach and they have a sign behind. You ever seen that? Maybe on TV, and the plane's towing a sign, right? And it's saying, buy Coca-Cola or something like this, doing some advertising. So as Durvasa Muni was flying through the sky and all the yogis were sitting there in the Himalayas, what was he doing? He was doing advertising for pure bhakti. There is nothing higher than pure bhakti to Krishna. And all this yoga, all this karma, all this gyan, it can only take you so far. But Ambarish Maharaj was more powerful than Durvasa Muni. And it was only by the prayers of Ambarish that Durvasa was saved. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's instructing Nimbaditya many wonderful things. I won't go into it too much more today, but Shiva has played such a powerful role in serving the Vaishnavas, in the Leela of Lord Ram, in the Leela of Krishna. Durvasa Muni, last year I told about how Durvasa was coming when Krishna was a baby and taking Krishna's foot dust. Krishna has the Ganga on his, Shiva has the Ganga on his head. What's the Ganga? The Ganga is the Charanamrita of Vamandev, Vishnu. So Shiva is always taking the foot dust of Vishnu upon his head. He's always meditating on the Supreme Lord. So we should follow Shiva's example and follow his advice. What's the best thing? Devotion to Krishna. And Shiva's also praying. Asheshaha Bhavadira Hiraha Bhutate Bhuta Satakumbha Kumbhi Kumbhi Sustane Pramastamanda Hasitrina Purnasoka Sagare Karaka Reshasihamam Ripaka Taksha Brajanam. Oh Srimati Radhika, when will I be a recipient of your Kripa Kataksh, your merciful sidelong glance? Because there's not just Krishna, but who's the Shakti of Krishna? Radharani. So Shivji, the king of the yogis, who killed Kamadev, who killed lust, burnt Kamadev with his third eye, he's praying for darshan. Oh, when, Srimati Radhika, when will you give me some mercy? So how wonderful is Radharani? How wonderful is Krishna? And Shiva's even saying the highest, best thing you can possibly do is have devotion to Radha and Krishna. So why not follow Shiva's advice? Yes. So any questions, any doubts?